Soon it won't be long.
Keep on, keep running.
Fully committed to this stage.
Here we go. We'll be taking the B site. Olaf's going to get smoked off, and that looks like the other one was destined for heaven. Does bloom actually towards Graffiti. coldzera flashed off but spotted. Brokey does get kick it nicely. The bomb will be planted, I assume, from Adren. Yeah, he's just going to be getting that one down. Or is he? coldzera, they knew he was there, but just gets tapped away, and another for FaZe. Buster just desperately trying to bring it back, but he doesn't stand a chance.
Jame will be left in a 1 versus squad. Well, this group will only have 3, and the names within it, it suggests that we're not going to have one of these big names, and it might not be FaZe considering their 2 defeats they've suffered so far. This is their 4th outing now, and against Virtus Pro, it is must win. As we'll see them pick up the first kill, it will be Rain to open things up with the FAMAS. Should be no problem here. Takes a bullet to the face, so a little bit sloppy from himself, but they should still win the round, no problem. Kickard and Jame remain, as we'll see them hold onto their Glocks and try and just be a nuisance here and find out any utility if possible, but Nico makes light work of them. Make sure that he holds onto the weapon, and instead of taking risks, he likes to play for the bigger picture, which is absolutely fine. First shot to be delivered here. Brokey won't connect, but Buster certainly will. M4 now to pick up the pieces here, and that's going to be Nico, finding his 3rd kill so far and bringing things back to an even kill.
Yeah, Molotov doesn't quite bounce as deep as he'd have liked. He'll have to clear this one a little more risky, but no one home. It does seem like they're going to start regathering towards the B side of the map. Short and Monster walk out. Contact from Kickit. He's looking for it now. And they are going to get caught out by this one a little bit. coldzera has not got the dream weapon for the job, but if he plays close to the smoke, he does. And now he does manage to get himself just on the edge of that smoke. They're slowing down, but a stray bullet does catch Olofmeister. 2 frags from Nico, though.
Trouble if you're a Virtus Pro player at this stage.
License to slaughter. 7-0. 3 rounds into the game. Now Kickit's taking a beating as he tries to play around this smoke on tons. And oh, the beating continues. I think that's Nico. Yeah, every bullet he's firing is connecting right now. Very comfortable start for him. Quite the contrary for VP.
Indeed. No armor. Just a few upgraded pistols. Jame surprisingly invests a bit more than his teammates. He's got CZ and Kevlar here. The one player I wouldn't want to have Kevlar, to be honest with you, but they will have maximum loss bonus next round, so I suppose it's fine.
No, it's fine. Sanji's got 2.2. He's the one that's going to be
and he ends up having to drop the orb. Poor dude. So just so Jame can have a nice fun round with the CZ and armor.
Yeah.
Let's keep track of that. Sandy is given that responsibility. I actually feel a bit bad for him. Either way, towards A we go, and there's a chance this kill comes in. The scout not ideal at that range, and they let him get a little bit too close. That's going to be Brokey removed. See now if Nico can continue this blistering run he's had in the first half of the CT side of it overpass.
It should be just another day in the office for Nico. He knows he has the advantage. No Kevlar, of course, apart from Mr. Jame. And oh, he's doing it again. I can feel it in my waters. Another 4 kills from Nico.
Up to a 1.05. So the biggest changes is Jame isn't averaging a 1.2 anymore. He's averaging a little bit lower. It's over a much longer period of time.
Okay. So he hasn't necessarily dropped off massively in individual form, but the team has in general, I suppose. And so we are going to see a 5-on-4, the first pick for Kickard this time. That's over towards the monster side of the map here. You can see him holding just in T-spawn, looking for any reaction play from the CT side at this point. FaZe Clan haven't presented much so far, but they have pushed off towards shorts. coldzera, remember, with the Krieg in hand, looking to be deadly at this point. Flashbang didn't actually make it through the window. That would have been a nice swing. Second bite of the cherry, and the flashbang is much better this time. You can see him getting a very clean and precise frag there. Smoke goes down, and he manages to buy a lot of time here and bring things back to a 4-on-4.
Quite intimidating setup from FaZe Clan. They nade off that door, and then you just, well, you want to walk upstairs, but you don't have water control. It's terrifying. Yeah. Very quick way to get that control.
Perfect flashbang on the second attempt. First one wasn't as good, but they got the kill in the end, and that's all that really matters. And in terms,
seconds.
Yeah, they've got 1-2 smokes now, a single flash. So towards B, they'll have to go. They can smoke heaven on the site, first of all, which has already been thrown. And here they go. coldzera ready and waiting above these smokes. I feel like he's going to get a couple more kills, but a flash does land in Buster's face, and he's absolutely fine to get the kill. Must have been.
Now into the site. Buster has busted this one wide open. Another kill. 3 kills straight into the site. Confirms the first for VP. Damn, that was all hanging in the balance. At 20 seconds left, coldzera. I don't know, was Cold flashed as well? Kick it.
I don't think so. It felt like the fact that Buster came through, he was flashed. He just pulled the trigger in the right position. It is quite a common one right on the corner there. I think Chad's having a look right now to see whether we can work out who did get flashed there. It might not have been a full flash. The effect will come in terms of the animation, even if you catch a 50% flashbang. Either way, it's a very convincing finish from Virtus.pro to find their first round here. Money will be incredibly strong for FaZe, considering that they had so much success in those bonus rounds before, and they've saved money.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at this here. You can see coldzera about to push, and Brokey actually is about to throw this flash. So the nades come in, the Molotov, as it starts to dissipate, Cold will initiate his push, and you're going to see this flash come from Brokey. So they are doing the right thing. There's the flash. Buster is completely blind. This is just one of those unlucky situations where timing, maybe he saw him just before the flash came in, or it was just knowing the flash was going to be initiating a push and holding the trigger down and getting that kill.
Well, there we have it. So FaZe did throw all the correct utility there, just a little bit unfortunate in finding the kill, as they'll continue now with the EWP in the hands of Brokey on the CT side. A failed incendiary, seeing a lot of that this week. Need to tighten it up, boys.
So we've seen a failed flash and a failed incendiary from the CT side of FaZe. Just those small micro adjustments can have big ramifications throughout a game of Counter-Strike.
All very quiet for now. Nico just sending bullets through his wooden boards, and they've got a short push going on here. There should be a trade. And there it is. coldzera now. The question is, does he get out? Does he continue to fight? Looks like it's going to be the latter, and Sanji will come out on top. Remember, the support player, the anchor, watching towards that short position for pushes, finds his first frag of the half so far, 1 and 5. Very important kill to get there. That's coldzera now out of the connector position as they posture outside of the A bomb site. Nico seems to be reading it well. He'll be pushing behind them, and Sanji collects the bomb. He'll join his teammates. He has two options here. He can go towards middle on Barfins by himself, or join his two comrades along. I think it will be the latter, as they get ready and waiting here. With 3 smokes available, they can smoke bank and CT steps. Ideally get as close as possible before committing, but they only have 25 seconds here.
Yeah, you can see Rain's playing a more passive line. He realizes that time is part and parcel of this defense now. Walking up long, 15 seconds. Now the smokes and flashes are in the sky. Brokey prepares himself for battle. 12 seconds. They will be getting that bomb down unless Brokey can contest. And that's the swing he was waiting for. That was the bomb carrier. Sanji's gone down. 4 seconds. They just run out of time. Or have they? I think he's got it down just in the nick of time. And now on to Nico. A 1 versus 2. A 1 versus 1. James taking the line. He does have armor this time. And he is going to hit the shot. Nico, balls of steel. Virtus.pro.
They'll have a flashbang. olofmeister does. They'll throw that in towards middle any second now and try and get a pick, but they might not get a chance. Rain, great shot on the first, and that's all he's going to find as they do flash towards middle now and try and pick up the pieces, but it's looking like a convincing round for VP.
Yeah, just tapping away at those unarmed faces. Adrian will clean up, collect himself. A quad kill, actually.
Be everything for FaZe. Don't see this every game.
Okay.
See the flashbang come through, designed to take them out of the equation. We'll see if they've got an anti-flash player set up.
Yeah, coldzera ate the flash, but he also has a nibble on kick it. Adrian into the site with a double kill. That's going to lock FaZe out. The rotate is so late. All 3 of them still going to be descending from heaven. And it's going to be out of there, saving for the next. Virtus.pro, just as we saw that dominant start.
It's VP, finding 2 quick kills and a dread to get both.
Buster frag, okay. Ooh. React in time. There was a lot more trade potential for VP than there was FaZe. Feeling ourselves. Molly lands, forces out the smoke. Another Molly this time in towards underpass. They want to boost for early water control.
Double AWP setup here. Always a sign that things are starting to fall apart. Brokey and olofmeister bring out the big green. And it's a contact play towards B here. They've actually already snuck through. Olof has no idea.
Oh dear. And the bait and switch, it may not work too well. They haven't committed. He doesn't have to worry about jail just yet. Instead, they are just gathered around Monster Tunnel and now holding a more passive line. He's hoping for one. One
flash would actually just remove him here. He needs to be so careful.
Let's find the first. There's more where that came from. Vanguard, rather now VP, do excuse me, are gathered up, all 3 of them, towards Monster Tunnel. The loose cannon is Sanji. He'll be back up. going to want to get ahead of that, is he? No. Instead, he's going to let them have it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought there was a potential to actually sit in front of that smoke, go for 1 kill, but it doesn't seem to matter. Brokey providing the covering fire as he sits towards heaven, and they have made a sound cue with the boost there. So he's not going to plant just yet. They probably need another kill before they can commit to the plant. They still have 40 seconds, so why not send Jame in, or Kickert apparently, who will be taking down Olofmeister towards short. That's one of the orbs removed now.
Going to get that bomb down. 2 from short, 1 from Graffiti, and 3 members of Verse Pro on that side. They're going to try the boost again. Kickert staring right at it. This should be an easy frag. Oh, timing! Just as Kickert looks away, now the smoke to block off the monster side. They can focus all of their attention with Brokey's help towards ramp. That is where Jame is currently lying. And one's already into the site. Rain's done well. They know where the last is. Jame has to hit some bangers. He's missed, and they haven't. Tagged him! Hits the no-scope, and another one from Jame! No scope, no problem. Gets the 6.
Extremely well organized. They've been playing off each other
The wall of smokes.
exceptionally well.
All on Optimus' side. Haven't seen that too often.
This is a very technical execution. Considering up against pistols, a lot of teams would just be walking in with a contact play to avoid the Desert Eagles. The smoke's actually falling apart slightly here. They need to get a plant down. If the bomb goes down, there's no problem, and it looks like that's going to be the case. There was a chance to deny it, but now it's Olofmeister, and he will be taken care of as well.
Smokes, Molotovs to clear up those closer lines. Doesn't matter. Virtus Pro stuck the landing on that one there, and well, they're going to continue this campaign. 7 now in a row. This is looking very, very good, and they continue just to put out this Molotov that is meant to dissuade them from taking playground control quickly. One of the positives that it does do is Brokey desperately tries to find an opening, and he goes down. That's another opening frag in the favor of Avantgarde here.
Quite a convincing one as well.
Pro, sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta stop calling him Avantgarde.
Okay, that's the last one.
That's the last one.
It's going to be a yellow card for the next person that says Avantgarde.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, starting from now.
Okay, deal.
Graham Pitt's on standby, and he's watching you closely, Chad.
I'm glad he's here. We do need his oversight.
And he has got the classic ESL referee shirt on as well.
Oh, good.
I believe.
Size medium.
Size medium, yeah. It's a black and white number. It looks great. It's iconic.
Jame is iconic.
And they've got that opening pick, and they've got to choose to head towards long, but there's a nice setup here in the bathrooms. One that won't lead to a kill. How is Buster getting away with this?
I don't know how he got that.
This is the man advantage for VP. They'll know exactly where Rain's position at this stage. He has a flashbang and a chance to get out. How has he got away with that one? James just slightly flashed, lets him get away towards Flowerbed.
I wonder if that means he's going to repeat and take the fight. He is suppressing fire onto Jame. They want to push him on.
They know he's down towards long, so that's why they're trying to commit to multiple players to this position. Great shot from Rain. Surely the trade comes through, though. Oh, lovely work. And it's going to be another round for FaZe here after losing 7 in a row.
Good
Kick
nade.
up with 20 seconds and a strong grenade. Maybe this round's not done just yet.
He knows there was an AWPer there as well. This utility usage is amazing. He's got not only a kill, but he's forced him off the bank angle. Can close it out into 2 1v1s. He has the bomb. He just has to win this duel. And he is. Oh, no time. He's going to plant in front of the site. 5 seconds. He knows where they're coming from. 4. He has to be planting now. I don't know if he's got it.
Too late. Just too late.
Has to read 4 on the clock for it to go down.
Of the FaZe hunger for the opening pick.
Yeah, they're trying to make things happen here at the start of the round. Normally, they should all play given that responsibility, but he is younger and less veterancy player, and we're going to see a fast approach towards B. So no slow contact play anymore. They're not ready for this pace chain. Buster to crack things open towards the B side of the map, but they are responding in due course. Brokey and Olofmeister with the AWP and FAMAS actually have given them a man advantage here. They fend them off for once here on the B side of the map.
Chad, is Skybox open?
It is indeed.
Could you tell me why the rest of the team weren't behind Buster there? Did the molly just separate them and he was too far ahead, so had to commit, or was this by design? That's my question for the round.
All right, well,
thank you.
I'll bring you that one when the information is available.
Danke, danke, danke schön. Gonna be seeing them group up what little remains of VP after that opening gambit. A very tough job for Jame, but he's going to be taking a lot of risks here to clear out the toilet's control. It's valuable information, and the scope does enable him to have a pretty good chance if anyone steps into his crosshairs. Of course, a lot of chances for that to be... Oh, he sees his fingers. He can cut the fingernails off of coldzera.
Do it again, I dare ya.
Yeah, he's got the info now. I don't think we're going to see another one of those bunny hops.
35 seconds here. No smokes available. Jame trying to jump up to the flower bed to get information here. looking towards the APC. It's signs of desperation now, knowing they have nothing to enter the A side with. Kicker will try and help himself towards B, just so his teammates can maybe get a rotation from the other side of the map. He needs to make some footsteps right now, though, otherwise he's completely useless.
Shadow. There's a new Shadow for you. You can see it as they walk that close wall. Jame now thrown into a 1v3. No time. Maybe he gets another frag, but looks like it's going to get caught by coldzera. Good timing. But the bomb is going to be going down.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Taking his time.
Yeah, he's just making sure he gets the right spot there.
You guys covering me? Are you sure? All right,
cool?
and now our plan.
Okay, well, they still have a good shout in the round, although it's a 4 versus
What's he
3.
up to?
Jame knows he has to be more active here, and will he land the shot? Oh, apparently not. Brokey looking quite sharp today, I have to say. 10 kills to his name, 4 versus 2, Kicker and Adren to defend.
Oh, what a molly. They're playing this so well. FaZe should have this one under lock and key. It's Nico to confirm it as he returns to the kill feed. He has had a very quiet one, though, ever since the opening 5 rounds. He was at 11.
Yeah.
6 rounds into the game.
Next.
Just to note, with the last 3 rounds FaZe have been able to put on the board, 2 of which have come from timeouts, which is Virtus Pro either losing a lot of numbers early or slow to react. Be another aggressive play up forward, and Buster gets a freebie. No cover there for Nico from long. He's going to be questioning what just happened. Brokey will eventually find the trade. And now it's a 4-on-4. There's no re-aggression on the map right now from FaZe, as they want to play a retake B setup with this boost. Ooh. 3 angry T's. Make it 4 on the other side of the wall.
Okay, and the flashes are going to fade, but that is the fight that he was looking for. coldzera, perfectly timed. Virtus Pro, they flashed him off, and oh, he can't even get across. Adren plucks him from the sky. Sanji's inflicted good damage to Rain's rotate. He's already chunked down to 35. It seems like his impending doom is now upon him. Brokey, oh, he's going to be walking straight into that crosshair of Jame. Someone is the victim. It's all off. And Brokey will fall as
line
well.
as he spots 3 players towards mid.
Very nice movement from coldzera. Made it very difficult for James to do much. In towards underpass, and Kick It and Buster will be given the supportive task, or rather difficult task, of keeping them out of B. Does have a smoke grenade that could prove very powerful should the clock run down. But that's not an issue just yet. So much time. 70 seconds still on the clock. We saw their conversion rate of 4v5s. 80% region for FaZe Clan. Once they get that opening kill. T-side, advantage is still theirs, and into the site they flood. coldzera's going to be a problem, as is Brokey, as he shuts down Adren and will get that bomb down. This is looking all too good for a FaZe start.
Oof. Yeah, you think you might be right here. That PT50 shot should confirm things. Sanji taking lead to the face, and Bust Up looking to deal a bit out, but at this point I feel like the crossfires are a little bit too strong. Olofmeister confirms it, and they know exactly where Kicker is. He might be able to get one more kill here. He's a very skilled player, but he's overwhelmed. It will be FaZe to tie things up. Yeah, everyone's getting stuck in apart from us, it seems. And speaking of getting stuck in, here come FaZe Clan about to make their way up towards short at B. Good grenade. Should do significant damage towards Jame and Sanji, and it certainly does. Down to 58. The sniper with a CZ in his hand has spent all of his cash, and now might be fragged. It's Sanji to go down first. Rain, nice setup from Nico. Perfect flashbang. They don't have to commit to this. They've done lots of damage. Got an opening kill. No one needs to overextend. Hold together and hold your nerve.
They have a good idea there's a minimum of 2 more players because 3 HE grenades have been thrown in their general direction. Rain has made 1 kill. Process of elimination means at least 2 more members on the site. And as they continue to pick and prod and take damage, that confirms that swing on out will be Adren. coldzera's already taken all this territory over towards long, and now they're just going to molly smoke off the choke points and bring that bomb back on over the long way.
I think you might be right there, Alex. The force buy. Send the Mac 10s in. Try and find some money.
Check barrels.
And will
They have all these nades. Shouldn't be too many dramas
I
here.
don't know. The unarmored P2K, Chad, it can turn the tide of many a battle. It can bang.
Well, it's banging right now. The first few bullets, unfortunately, don't find that quick kill, but it was close. We'll see a confirmed round for FaZe here, unfortunately, for VP fans, as there's not really much left to be said about this one. Jay might as well save the CZ and armor, considering he's going to be looking to buy the orb going into that first round. It'll save him some cash. Glass cannon, never ideal. but this is their map pick. They're still absolutely fine here, even though FaZe have found double digits first. They're going to keep 5 players alive, chat. And we've talked about this all week. This new kind of philosophy of the Galils being in the mix now with the MAC-10s, knowing they won't have helmets necessarily for a few players on the CT side. In my eyes, you want to be presenting a coordinated 5-man approach with a nice bit of pace behind it, with the intention of doing as much financial damage instead of trying to win the round, as counterintuitive as that sounds.
Yeah, FaZe, just as I was mentioning, have this really fast
Speed,
execute they do from
agility, quickness. I believe that was the name of the company that did the bleep tests at school. SAQ.
Well, there won't be any of that here to kick things off. It will just be a standard default round. The usual utility exchanged over to send back any T's wanting to get aggressive through this sewer position. Rain will sneak on through the corner of the smoke. Has to deal with Buster. Won't be able to.
Buster repositions, expecting the Cold Zero line. Gets the information safely. He's playing this well. It's fun to watch the maneuvers. See some initial utility thrown out. So this could be the Astralis execute of sorts. I am seeing Molotovs, 2 smokes, flashes towards the monster tunnel, and here they come. No contact taken initially as they do drop and wrap water, but that's the contact they were looking for. Huge from Olofmeister.
5 players committed to a small bomb site, getting stuck in with the smokes down and creating a path around to just get close towards those CTs, stifle them, suffocate them towards our water position. You can see they had no chance there. Even on 5 versus 4, no further kills were found there for VP. We talked about staying together, having that wolf pack mentality, and it works out for them. That's exactly what we wanted to see, Chad. You've got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, well, I am, even with the FaZe Clan losses of recent times, very happy with the direction this project is trending. I think that the woes of those losses being very, very close against 2 other world-class opponents.
Yeah.
Look, I said that I thought FaZe were my top 3 team in the world right now. That might need some adjustment after those losses, but they're still in the mix.
I think they have the potential to be a top 3 team in the world.
That's
the recipe is there, right? Everything we want to see from this FaZe roster, the roles make sense now. Round 20 coming up, and it will be 4-0 again for FaZe Clan in the second half, 11-8 overall. But this is where it started to go wrong for them in the first half. Will the same happen here as Jane brings out the AWP with no helmet once again? Up against 3 M4s.
Fired off a warning shot, catches a nade on his retreat as well.
A shot across the bow.
Yeah, precisely. And now the man in the crow's nest is desperately calling for help.
Let's see how many North School references we can get into this one now.
Do you know your starboard from your port?
I don't,
No,
but I'm aware of them.
I know they exist.
I know they are concepts, but I don't know necessarily how they work.
Yeah, I can tell you stage left and stage
Sure,
right,
me
but
too.
when we get nautical...
Nautical nonsense is not my forte. I will say that
What
much.
a pretentious sentence.
I know.
I love that.
We're going to get into the 5-on-5 with 1 minute remaining. Looks to be an A finish with 3 players towards long for FaZe, I should say. 3 smokes, and they're just going to flash over. Happy to take this challenge against the potential AWP on the other side. It's a Dren. Still posting good numbers here. Promising signs here in round number 20 for VP. Nico, though, could sabotage all of their efforts. Remember, James with no helmet, 1 bullet from that M4 will take him down, especially with just 57 points of health.
Especially now it's upgraded to the AK-47. Takes it off his fallen comrade, Rain. James responsible for long, so he's going to be catching Cold Zeret, but Cold's already up against the wall, so this passive line. Not get the information he hopes. Sanji falls. Now the warning signs. Now the sirens are sounding, and the smokes are blooming. They can get into the site relatively uncontested here. James not going to take an Aggie line.
If that's by design to get that smoke down towards the truck, that's insane. He's going to swing, though. Will he deny the plant? Kicker doing a great job so far, looking for 2 kills. Not going to happen, though. That might be enough for FaZe to pick this round up. And a 3 versus 2 as Buster and James will reposition. Remember, James was already on the A side. He had to go back by virtue of the smokes, and Brokey. He should confirm the round at this point as James misses off a very vital shot in his efforts here to retake the A side. He has to fall back. James save here.
James
This one acceptable. This one does make sense.
Justified.
Yeah, you really can't poke any holes in this. Has to save the AWP.
Not sure he will.
I think he hits the shot. He doesn't miss many. He is a fantastic AWP. Jokes aside, like,
Yeah.
he'll hit the shots required.
And there's a good reason that he's going for these third-round glass cannon AWPs on the T side because of his ability and because of his belief in
Going
his
to be a B set piece off the bat, but they've changed their mind. They've had to send someone back to deal with the A pushing. To rain through the smoke. No chance to even respond there. No idea it was even coming. That's the start VP are looking for.
Here we go. Now we're cooking with some gas.
It's looking more promising, that's for sure. Things starting to heat up as we will have the first couple of kills come through. Kickert and Adren to find them. Falling back to defensive lines here. Establish the crossfires. No one has to overcommit at this point. No information required. James holds a more aggressive line, and that's why you don't want to re-aggress these positions. You've got the advantage. They're hitting your shots. They're against FaZe Clan right now. Dry peaks are not required. And he gives up the most important kill here. That's their heavy artillery removed to the A side of the map, and now left with just the MP9 and the M4 to defend. They have got a smoke, which will be removed. Nico just destroys Adren there. He will not be deploying that smoke grenade.
Oh, yes, and it plumes after his doom, which has actually aided the T side even more. Unknown entities towards the bathrooms position. Cold again positioned here. It might be the same smokes. This time, of course, none available. Just the Molotov on coldzera. Might want to throw that out towards Optimus now that the frag has come in from Sanji. 17 seconds and Brokey's AWP. This is going to be really awkward for Brokey. They're hoping that coldzera finds this double frag.
He probably will, to be honest with you, but he does not commit to the angle. Is 7 seconds remaining. If he can deny the plant, it could be enough. He swings through. Can he stop it? Not quite yet. Brokey has to go with a quick scope, and he nails it. That is right down. But the fact it got down to that sort of scenario, that was their first mistake.
Now, they might have a few more mistakes to deal with here as MP9s will be purchased. That AWP will come out again. Jane will find the opening onto Olaf. They found the opening last round. It didn't help them. One of the problems here is the amount of nades to defend with. Look at this. They're scrambling. They're trying to deal with any territory they can. And now the snowball of FaZe comes in. Nico finds another scalp. He has to push and clear close. Will he be able to do it? And yes, of course he can. Adren is taken out. A minute left on the clock here. You have to start questioning whether you want to save if you're VP. You're locked out.
Yeah, that conversation's starting already, and it looks like Jane just heard the call because he's backed away into bank. You can already see that the CTs are nowhere to be seen around this site. And so a quiet exit for James. He's going to want to go unnoticed as he will take the leap to keep hold of the Zoom banger.
This could be a flawless T-half from FaZe here, which would be pretty absurd.
Especially considering that their round win rate is significantly higher on the defense. I've seen FaZe's T side definitely looked like it's been bolstered over the course of this time off. And it's something I haven't really talked about too much, but the players have been hinting at it. You know, they say the situation, it has been you know, a lot of teams and even players, Alex, in fact, quitting his dream job because of the player schedule push, so doesn't overstay his welcome. But little does he know, it's about to be a bloody party of grenades on B. What is he up to? Olaf flashed and fragged. It's Kicker to keep them at arm's length. That's the bomb, and he's burning. Kicker's got 1 HP. How didn't he go down? The lick of the flame brings him down to just a single unit of HP. That's HP.
Not the source.
Not the source or the Houses of Parliament.
So these situations that they've started with, it's happened before. We've seen it. We've seen VP set up in a very good position to win a round, but they've squandered them. The one positive they have this time is the bomb is actually down on their side.
That has to be enough, right? Surely.
Surely. But they've used a lion's share of their utility here. Just a couple of flashes and a HE left to defend with. It's going to come down to the jewels.
Oh, and the jewels could be coming a little bit quicker than they anticipated. The boost now has been detected by Sanji. Very well done. The pre-fire towards Nico. He didn't stand a chance there, and I don't think Brokey or coldzera will have much more to say. The bomb's down towards Monster. They have 30 seconds on the clock. Try and make this round expensive if possible. Throwing the Molotov on the bomb with 25 seconds remaining isn't ideal, but it might force a reaction. It certainly has given coldzera a few targets, but he's become one himself. Jane will nail it, take him down, and now it's a 4 versus 1. Kick out on 1 HP, of course, but Brokey of $10,000. Even though he has so much cash, might as well save the AWP to deny giving them a double AWP setup.
Yeah, fair enough. Their bank is, of course, a lot more stretched and strenuous, as this will be, just as you said that it was undefeated, Chad. Caster's curse arrives, but VP will pick up.
You have to be wearing a certain pair of trousers before you play. Let us know.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Henry, because Didn't want to say anything, but my hands have been very cold in our gaming mad shirt.
Okay.
Well, we're in the right place to get hand warmers.
Yeah, if they have any, can we take some home so I can have the full like Na'Vi on Katowice stage experience?
I'll ask the
We'll
stage
see if we can
manager.
get you one of those actual like hand warmer fans now they have. You know, the actual units.
A whole fan?
it
Oh,
looks-
you have
yeah.
them on the desks at events.
Yeah, maybe we can get you one of those and see if you can melt the keyboard. Either way, we are going to be getting into another duel as Buster will be taken down to 32. That's by courtesy of coldzera. He's got the Krieg towards long, and it's a 3-man setup towards B. A execution looking very likely. One more round for Matt points for James. He isn't going down without a fight here. Looking for the second shot, takes a lot of damage. I feel like he's got another one available to him, but the flashbang so strong. Surely he dies at this point. There was a second there where he had the opportunity for the second. They gave him absolutely everything to work with, but 15 seconds remain. Just trying to get that bomb down. coldzera continues to find kill after kill here, mowing them down in CT spawn. Just remains is Buster. He'll be at the truck, position found, and surely no chance.
Yeah, shouldn't be much here. Nico's low. That is something, so this jiggle could be in vain. But Brokey's holding the cross anyway, so he doesn't have to move. A muscle!
Nice
now
shot.
Buster's hit that shot. Nico's fallen as well, looking for the clutch, not anticipating long. It should be fine for coldzera. He's expecting the toilets push, but Cold, oh, he's worked it out now. Buster looking for the clutch, does have a Molotov if he wants to force the fight. Time is of the essence here, and here comes it. Close.
Ooh.
Close, but no cigar. coldzera will like it's almost its modern day Counter-Strike. FaZe were trying to be, you know, the bad boys, doing it differently for a while. But that seems that this identity that they're building is actually holding a lot of weight in the competitive realm.
I'm just super impressed with this team and the fact that with all these massive stars in there, we always had the discussion of there's not really enough room for all of them.
Right.
Well, they've all had to have worked hard to have this style of Counter-Strike come into play, and not only that, make room for one another in the server. So this team is starting to look more and more exciting, whereas for VP, we know things are not great over there, and losing the opening kill here in the final round, it's even worse.
Is it the final round though, Chad?
Yeah, this is it.
I don't know.
He said it with conviction.
He
You heard
did.
me after the first half, Henry. I said you have to believe in FaZe. Don't worry, it's all going to look good.
I believe in Buster. He's
Okay.
found a kill back here, and it's going to be down to the Krieg of Olofmeister to try and crack the nut at round number 16 here. Kick out with a FAMAS. He lines them up, does a ton of damage to the first, but still a 3-on-3 remains. Brokey and Rain both for 50 HP. James trying to deny the plan, but he doesn't miss many shots. We've already said that. He's aggressive now, looking for the quick scopes there. You can see how good this guy is, and it's going to be enough, Chad. It's not the final round. We've got double digits for VP, and James sends him packing.
What a shot. Jumping up on the box as well. I love the proactivity so that he could catch coldzera off guard. He would not have been visible to the graffiti line, which most AWPers would be taking at that moment of the retake, but he's already pushed up. And so
Here he is.
he gets...
And you've removed one of the most dangerous factors, but have you accounted to defend Krieg in hand?
Look at his positioning. So aggressive to behead Nico. And coldzera's got something in store for us still. Into the side.
That's the bomb. Not ahead.
Oh, well, Buster's pulled them further ahead, and now coldzera with 13 seconds doesn't have the bomb, doesn't really have a chance. He can have a good go, though. One quick frag onto Buster, but 5 bullets in his clip. He knows his days are numbered. Won't have a chance for the reload, so he's going to have to be precise if they do hunt. But for now, they don't really want to be taking any gambles like that. We'll see Cold keep the Krieg 15-11.
And we've got a B execution
fast
here.
B.
Just get it in there. Stuck in with the MAC-10 first. See whether you can break through. It's just down to raw skill and trading potential here.
Here
4
we
players.
go. 4 versus 5 on the site now, continuing the trading battle. Quick flurry of frags puts 4 down, and now there's more to come. Buster continues his delivery for the CT side. Cold trading in. 2v2. Now Nico's on the chopping block. He does succeed. Bomb needs to be picked up and planted. Instead, it's a 1v1. Adren's made that happen.
Well then, Nico up against Adren. The latter has a smoke and a defuse kit, the AK-47 as well, and there's plenty of time to mess with his head. Nico will be able to pick up the bomb momentarily. It is down in water, I believe. He's just biding his time. There's no information now for Adren whether he has the bomb or not. He'll just... Now, Chad, forgive me if I'm wrong. I would say the best thing to do in these sort of scenarios as CD side is just plant your feet, try and work out what's happening, and react from there. If you think it might be A, try and stay there. He's in a transition position right now, might as well just hold put.
He's lucky that this map lends itself to quick rotations between the sites, but you need to stay in audible distance so you know which bomb site it will be planted at. Now, with Nico not moving, actually forcing Adren to get a little bit inquisitive, he will be able to pick up the bomb, and he should be able to plant safe here, but Nico now has absolutely no idea where Adren has moved to.
Yeah, Adren has a huge advantage here. Oh, he's given up the fact he had that position, and Nico will cancel the plant, take him down. It's 16-11. A stunning performance from FaZe in the second half leads into a 16-11 scoreline on the pick of VP. We'll be breaking this one down very shortly.